Hey guys, Marianne Elliott from 360 Mortgage Solutions. So I commonly get asked by my clients right before we're about to submit an application, how long will this take? And sadly, the answer is how long is a piece of string? And the reason it's very vague is because it really depends on the lender that you've selected. It depends on the type of application you have. And it also depends sometimes on what the market's doing. So let me explain. As a broker, we get given from our lenders on our panel an SLA, so service level agreement. This is a agreement that the bank has given us that they would get to an application within this certain time frame. Now, the issue with SLA is some banks may not have as big a credit team, so their SLAs or timeframes to pick up might be a bit longer than other lenders who have very, very large credit teams. Or it could also be the lenders. Some lenders have specific policies that means that they have very straightforward applications, whereas other lenders will consider all various types of policies and even outside the box type scenarios, which can sometimes clog up their credit teams. In addition to that, it also depends on the market, because if the interest rate you're going for is one of the cheapest in the market, which, let's be honest, we all want one of the cheapest interest rates in the market, then that can sometimes mean that that lender is bottlenecked. If everybody is submitting an application to said lender because it's such a great offer, then you can expect their SLAs, their timeframes, to blow out. And unfortunately, sometimes this can happen even after you've submitted your application. Finally, the last thing that can determine the time frame of your application is the type of application you have. And what I mean by that is if it's a straightforward PAYG, great deposit, very low income, and not much else going on type application, in the mortgage broker industry, we refer to them as the unicorns because they're very rare, but those types of applications are really quite quick. It's common sense. The lender will pick it up, have a look at the application, make sense, and move it on. In contrast, there are those applications where there can be a lot going on. There might be PAYG income, but there might also be some bonus and some commission that needs to be worked through to work out exactly what that looks like in the past and what that's set to look like in the future. It could be a self-employed client, in which case there's financials and tax returns to go through and make sure that everything's all in order. Or there could be a lot of debts. A lot of buy now, pay later or personal debts can mean more statements to look through and more documents to collect. So now you can see why, in answer to how long will a pre-approval take or an application take, my answer is typically very vague. However, if the application is an urgent one for you, then you need to make sure you're talking to your mortgage broker about your expected timeframes so that we can give you some suggestions for lenders to pick, not necessarily based on the lowest interest rate in the market, but also taking into account what lenders will be able to give you that time frame that we know of from history. So otherwise, guys, that's it from me. I hope you have a fantastic day and I'll catch you in the next video.